All right. Please note that the Brother Mark Scott YouTube channel's intention is to provide information, solutions, and reconciliation to personal relationships without attacking or offending individuals. The information presented is based on personal experiences, research, and expert advice. The views expressed on this channel are not intended to offend, harm, or discriminate against any individual or group. The channel encourages respectful and constructive discussions on topics presented, and any personal decisions made based on the content of this channel or at the sole discretion of you, the viewer. The channel shall not be held responsible for any outcomes resulting from actions taken based upon content presented. Let's get started. Well. Good morning. Uh, I've got so much on my mind right now, so I'm just going to kind of do this quick video dump. Brother Mark Scott here. You got to be careful what you put out here on these internet streets. I guess the question for me is the clout, is the attention really worth impact on your personal day to day life? There's a story, a young lady had an issue with her husband, put all their private, personal business about their relationship and the challenges they were going through out on the internet, made a couple of videos detailing, her point of view on the situation. And because the internet does what the internet does, a bunch of people who could resonate with her point of view, her side, actually doxed her husband and started to reach out to his job in an attempt to try to punish him and get him fired. So the lady actually had to come back and make another video begging the people not to do that. And the reality is she put something out there in a moment of frustration and panic that had unintended consequences. And that's one of the things that we just have to kind of come to grips with in this day and time. The internet has no filter, no chill on it. Once you put something out there on the internet, it is out there. You can't control it once you release the beast. And unfortunately, a lot of times the consequences for what we share are not what we were hoping for or expecting or intending. I've seen this be one of the things that has impacted people when they're trying to get employment. A lot of times your private, what you think is private life that you put online on your social media is actually available for people who are vetting you and screening you for potential jobs. They will use that as a way to evaluate your character. And people actually have what I consider to be a just flat out naive audacity to try to push back and say that their personal postings shouldn't be used in how they're vetted or viewed for their professional jobs. And there are different points of view on this conversation. Now, I'm not going to say right now whether it's right or wrong, but it is a reality. Just like, again, if, one of the things about if you do, certain things on camera and you make tapes or videos and you put it out online, particularly if you're doing, things of a sexual nature, we all know we can still go back and see how Kim Kardashian got so famous with the tape between her and Ray J. Like something that was done 10, 15 years ago is still able to be pulled up to this very day. And it is used as a way to try to judge, measure, hold them accountable, and it'll never be erased. That is permanently part of the public domain via the internet. And again, there have been women who've done things on OnlyFans, things on pornography, guys who've committed crimes, and for the sake of clout, they continue to put this stuff out on the internet. So my question, what is the price of clout chasing in your personal life that you are willing to pay? Is there anything that is sacred? Is there anything that should be kept to yourself that should be only dealt with in house, offline? Or should everything just be put out there for people to view, download, and to be able to redistribute? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. Nobody can tell you. Sometimes in the moment where you feel like you want to do what you want to do, people can't stop you. You're an adult, or you have a camera, you have an account. Once you decide to hit send, post, that is it. It is out there. And even if it's something that you've changed on since the time it was created and posted, you still can't escape the consequence of having to explain to people who bring it up. And again, I'm not trying to debate right or wrong here, but this is the reality. At the age I am right now today, I am 46 years old as of the making of this video. Something that I did when I was 19 years old. Think about that. I was 19. To this day, at the age of 46, I am still having to answer questions about some of my activities as a child of 19 years old. Legally, I was an adult, but my mentality was still very immature, very childish. I regret the decisions that I made. I did have to pay a very steep price for it. I had to take accountability for it. But even after I took accountability for it, paid the price, even after that, into my 40s, I'm still being held accountable to that decision. And do I feel like it's right personally? Do I feel like it's fair personally? No, I strongly disagree with it. But because the way our system is set up, I am still being punished, honestly. And again, I have to own this. This is just my reality. I am still paying for the consequences of a decision I made at the age of 19 to this very day at the age of 46. Have I grown? Have I evolved? Have I repeated those same issues? No, I haven't done that stuff anymore. Yes, I've grown. Yes, I evolved. Yes, I've done countless things that are so far away from that decision. But even at this age, in this day, I am still having to be held accountable and answer for that. And this is just the reality. So I share this as a way to get you to consider, what is the value to you personally of clout chasing? Do you understand the ramifications that you are going to have to deal with years down the road? Do you understand how it's going to impact the other people in your life, whether that's your immediate family, your friends, or your professional associations and connections now or later? These are things you must consider and be wise about when you're posting things on the internet. So please think about that. And again, I put this here as a way to try to help. But the decision ultimately is yours. To post or not to post. Is clout chasing really worth it? Well, as you can see, I've got a conversation here for you. And again, this is one of the things that the internet gives us the opportunity to do, is share our own experiences, what we do, how we do things, and put it out there. And a lot of people, for the clicks, for the clout, and for the pursuit of the almighty God of attention, ask yourself, is the clout worth it? And again, this is a question I pose to you as a way to get you to think about in a way that hopefully is constructive, informative, and gives you a level of wisdom and understanding that once you put something out there, you will be held accountable for. So again, this is Brother Mark Scott. I just want to thank you for taking the opportunity to watch this video. If anything that I say helps you or benefits you in any way, then I've done my job here. But ask yourself, Is the clout worth it?